What is a friend? Is it someone you hang out with, share similar interests, spend time with, or share personal things with? Well, these can be true, but they can also apply for someone you just met or have known for some time. There's a difference between knowing someone and being friends with them. Do you know what's the difference? Someone you know is a person who you talk with, play games, or share a similar hobby with. A friend, however, is a person who you don't just talk, spend time, or share similar interests with. It's someone that helps you grow as a person and that you also trust to stick with you when something happens. After telling you this, I want to ask you the following. How many of the people you know can truly be called friends? Only a few people? Well, that's no surprise. Everyone who we talk with is someone we know, but not everyone is a friend. Don't forget this. Let me give you an example. There are two boys. We will call them Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom had known each other for a few years and go to the same school. One day, while hanging out, they bump into some guy. The guy offers them to sell substances in exchange for some cash. Bob refuses because he knows what the substances are and isn't interested in fast cash. Tom, however, is tempted by the quick cash he can earn and accepts, despite the fact Bob told him it's a bad idea. Some time goes by, and eventually Tom starts to sell more. Bob warns him once more about the path he's taking, but Tom is blinded by the money he got and doesn't care. After Bob's warning, the boys start hanging out less and less. Tom keeps making money and tries to convince Bob to join him. Bob declines his offer and decides to distance himself from his friend. Tom, however, couldn't really care. After all, he's getting more and more money. Some more time goes by, and eventually Tom gets robbed. He had money that needed to be delivered to his boss, but it got stolen. Having no idea what to do, he goes to ask Bob for help. He asks him to lend him the money he needs to avoid trouble. Bob refuses and tells him to leave. Tom leaves feeling betrayed and sad. He goes to inform his boss of the robbery, but when he tells him, the boss gets angry and decides to take him out for not delivering the money. Tom is near his end when suddenly Bob comes out of nowhere having a bag full of cash. He claims that these are the boss's money and that they accidentally swapped bags with Tom when they were hanging out. The boss checks them out and accepts the money, letting Tom live, while also offering him another job to do. This time, Tom refuses and they leave with Bob. After they leave, Tom asks his friend how he got the money. Bob tells him he had some cash he saved and gave it to save Tom's life. Tom realizes the mistake he made of not listening to his friend and asks to be forgiven. Bob forgives him and they move on. Do you see why Bob is a good friend? He knew what would happen if Tom went down the wrong path and told him to stay away from it too, and even saved his life. Real friends uplift each other to improve and help one another. Fake ones try to drag you down with them so that they don't feel bad about it. Be a good friend and keep those around you up and striving for the better. But what if you got fake friends without even knowing it? How can you see which ones are fake? As I said before, the fake ones try to drag you down with them. But not all do it in such obvious ways. They can act nice and go with the things you do, while at the same time do things behind your back with the goal of bringing you down. As it was said, fake friends are like haters. Once you stop talking to them, they start talking about you. Be careful what you share and who you share it with. There may be people who you've known for a long time, even since you were kids. But even these people can be fake too. Another way to spot a fake friend is when there's a situation that they can step in to help. You may have known a guy who was like this. You've probably had a problem that he could help to deal with, but instead, he just stood there, watching and laughing. That's the worst type of person, the hypocrite coward, the one who says he will fight your enemies with you, but instead hides behind them, laughing at you. These people will do anything but help you when needed. Don't hang around such people. You may eventually become like them because with who you talk or hang out is who you become. If you stay around kind people, you become a kind person too. If you stay around snakes, you become a snake. There's also the manipulators. A manipulator tries to get inside your head. Once they're in, they can talk you into doing everything they want, for good or bad. They don't care about the things you will do. They care about the benefits they will get from your actions. Think independently. Do not let others control your thoughts or actions. Now, I don't want you to become the most paranoid person suspecting everyone of being fake. Meet people, talk with people. Don't think everyone wants to do you bad. Just think about what the person you're speaking to would do or say before you call them a friend. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing the love by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video, and I'll see you in the next one.